All right, let's talk about blockchain data and investments. A lot of people think blockchain.info is just a wallet. It's not, okay? If you go to data right here and you click charts, stats, markets, any of that stuff, just look at charts. You've got currency statistics, you've got block details, you've got mining information, you've got network activity, wallet activity. This is probably the best all-in-one place to see everything and anything that's happening in the Bitcoin world as it concerns the blockchain. You have so much here. The market price, the average block size, transactions per day, pool size. You go down farther, look at this. Bitcoin's in circulation, the market price in USD, the capitalization, USD exchange trade volume, and then really cool stuff. So you know how I talked about everybody mines, many will get right, many will have the right answer, one will win. Look, all the orphaned blocks, it shows you. So then you can look at, okay, well, there's a lot of orphaned blocks lately, huh? Must be because there's a lot of mining difficulty. You can look at mining difficulty charts. You can also look at, there's so much stuff on here. Median transaction confirmation time. Look at the hash rate distribution. This is an estimation of hash rate distribution amongst the largest mining pools. You know I said mining's competitive? Gosh, 1/3 of mining, 1/4 of mining is taken up by Bitcoin.com. You got Antpool confirming 16.3% of transactions. Slushpool doing 11% of blocks. Unknown doing 11%, whatever that is. Via BTC doing 10%. And you've got all these other ones, right? All these other places, all these other pools confirming transactions. Well, gosh, there's a lot of people. Like the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them control 7/8 of the entire Bitcoin blocks. I mean, it's crazy. Known blocks, unknown block. Like, you've got so much information on here. So look at the data that blockchain.info has to offer. It's going to give you a lot of really good stuff. There's also difficulty charts. It'll show you information on mining, tons of different stuff on here. So really go through this. This is going to give you a really, really good idea of what's going on in the blockchain. Estimated USD transaction value. There's tons of stuff on here. So blockchain.info for that. Now I want to talk about blockchain investments. I talked a little bit about it in a previous video a little ways back, but blockchain investments really smart to make. People are just all about, oh, crypto, 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 crypto. What you don't understand is the way cryptocurrency operates via blockchain technology is a technology that's being massively adopted into so many different industries. Below this video, it's very worth it to read the text that I've put in below this video. You're going to find several different industries in which blockchain is infiltrating, and you're going to find a list of many different companies, some startups, some very well established, some very promising, that are making blockchain applications for so many different industries, in supply chain demand, in employer payouts, in banking, in real estate, in retailing, so many different places. So you're going to want to look at that. One site that I have used to really look at some blockchain investments is if you go to investingnews.com, and once again, this URL will be below. There's tons of different investments, but you can go to blockchain investing and just click this. It's going to show you a whole bunch of different companies that you could own stock in that are blockchain or Bitcoin or mining operation companies. A lot of them based in Vancouver, BC, a few of them in Washington State, where I currently am. Probably not to be much longer. I'll let this load here. It's probably going to pop up a subscription thing here. But what I want you guys to see, nope, I'm not interested in that. Well, yeah, I am looking for blockchain stocks, okay? But let me just scroll down here. I actually own 4 or 5 of these stocks. I own several $1,000s in 4 or 5 of these stocks here. And I'll scroll down. There should be oh, that's right. I need to go to blockchain investing, and then I need to go to Bitcoin investing. And then it'll show me. In here, look at, there's all these stocks though. Blockchain investing, blockchain investing. They've got tons of articles on blockchain investing. There's a particular article though that I found, which I really like, because it showed the stock, it showed the price, and then it showed what the company was about, what their vision is, and it had links to them and everything like that. And I think that was this block, or this article right here, showing a whole bunch of different stuff and companies that are doing different things with the blockchain. So you can look at that, guys. Take a look at this site. You're going to find a lot of information on here. Like I said, a few of these stocks that are on here I actually own quite a bit of. So you've got this investingnews.com. Another thing that I'll bring up is proof of stake is a very cool concept in my opinion. I think it's a very applicable concept, and I think it is the possible answer to the inefficiency in energy consumption that mining brings up. So I think that people, that doesn't matter if you believe in it or not, the fact is that other people believe substantially in proof of stake. I believe in proof of stake. Therefore, I am also looking to place investments in companies that work to cater to blockchain technology from a proof of stake standpoint. So a couple different elements in there, but I'm looking at companies that I can invest in that not only develop blockchain technology, but are catering to companies or developing blockchain technologies with a proof of stake approach, with an efficiency approach. So invest in cryptocurrency, invest in good cryptocurrencies, understand what you're investing in, invest in blockchain that's proof of stake derived, invest in many different things that you can. Bottom line, only invest in things that you understand and that you know or like or trust or would use yourself, or any combination of those. There's a lot of different resources and data and information I put below this video, so please read on that. I listed, I don't know, 14, 15, 16 different industries that blockchain is going into. You could be the one that walks into a company, walks through their front doors and says, look, I want to put your company on the blockchain. I know what I'm talking about. I'm very well versed in blockchain. It's going to do your business wonders here. I will show you the benefits. As a matter of fact, I'll even pay for it. Are you interested or not? Okay, great. Yes, you're interested? Great. Guess what? I'm only going to charge 5% of your increase in profits. Not what you do right now, but the increase in profits, the money that it saves you. I only want a 5% royalty for the next 10 years over that. You could be that guy, or you could go, you know what? Blockchain stocks, I'm just going to invest in the companies that make stuff like that happen. Another site I will show to you guys just for more data is walletinvestor.com. Do not trust this site in its entirety 100%. Here's the reason, I'll tell you why. It said Zcash, Z Classic, would go up 700% in 2 weeks. Well, guess what? It probably didn't know that that coin had a huge fork and went from $200 to $9 in a matter of 3 hours, okay? But it does, for the most part, have a lot of good data. Only trade when you have 3 indicators or more saying, yes, this is going to happen, or no, this isn't going to happen, all right? But you can look at many different things. It's going to show you what its predicted 14-day forecast is on an asset, on a coin, what is 3-month, it's 6-month, it's 1 year, and it's 5-year. Now, there's a lot of parameters that would come into play with this. You can look at a chart and go, okay, based on the charts and the markets, it's projected to have a 685% increase. Ethereum, I would probably be an advocate to say, yes, it will. But with other coins, I would go, well, this is a controversial coin. Ripple's a controversial coin. Do I even think it'll be here in 5 years? And I'm just saying that. Not that I don't think it will, but do I? Do I think it'll be here in 5 years? There's a lot that can happen. Economies can crash. We could go to war. Nuclear weapons could be dropped on the United States or anywhere. There's a lot of shit that can happen. So you couldn't honestly be like, okay, I'm going to invest 10 grand in Tether because it says, well, shit, I wouldn't. It'll go up 2%. But that's because Tether's created to be very even with the USD or your local currency. But in any case, Litecoin is projected to go up 477% in the next 5 years. Would I just go buy a shit ton of Litecoin just because of that? No, I wouldn't. Because there's a lot of stuff that can happen. So you got to educate yourself. But this is another good tool. You can click on, a coin like Tron, for example. It's going to tell you why it's developed, what the purpose is, where it came from, and why they think what it thinks. So according to our forecast system, TRX is an awesome long-term 1 year. It's going to give you an individual synopsis of each coin. You're looking for virtual currencies with good return, can be profitable investment, equal to blah, 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 blah. And it tells you, it gives you a whole bunch of data. So there is some valid stuff on here. Once again, this is walletinvestor.com, and it gives you a little Q&A tutorial on the different assets as well. So look below this video, look at the information I've included for you. Thank you so much once again for being a part of Millionaire Mafia Crypto Mastery, and look forward to seeing you continue your training.